Hello, and thank you for listening to Session 0 of Roll the Tomes. Roll the Tomes is an actual play Call of Cthulhu podcast, and this session is our character creation episode. The actual plot of the story doesn't start until episode 1, so if you'd rather start there, that episode is available for you to watch right now. We'd all really appreciate it if you would share this episode with your friends, family, coworkers, or anyone else you know. You can follow us on Twitter at RollTomes, where you can find more information about us. Again, thank you, and enjoy. The first step is going to be rolling for your base statistics, which is going to be, the first thing you're going to be doing is rolling for your strength. So in the little chat Roll20 dialogue thing, for strength you need to roll 3d6, and then multiply that number by 5.
Cool. 3d6 times 5. Oh. There we go. Oh.
What?
Fun.
I think the mine failed. Mine had a little bit of an aneurysm.
Because you put a fucking X in it,
you need to do the
dummy.
little asterisks for your...
Oh, okay.
Instead of the X, I think.
Sense.
So, for the people listening in, we have...
Oh, Jesus!
I'm guessing, guys, not all of you have character names yet. That's
Marty's
fine,
got
but we will
small
have...
ribs.
Oh, wow.
So in your strength, where it says strength on your character sheet, you're all going to fill in the number that you rolled.
Rolled a very strong 35.
Yeah, which I was going to say, which for Gareth is 50, for Jeremy is 45.
I'm rocking a hard 45.
Terrible.
Yeah, I mean, that's average.
My
45
character
is
is
average.
Okay,
a little
well-
bit of a wimp. But you know what?
fine.
You don't need strength for guns.
Or money.
It's true.
You don't
got a
need
good point
strength
there.
for money.
Legally, strength doesn't matter.
Is this one of Joe Exotic's
True.
songs?
Legally.
Strictly legally speaking.
Strictly.
Okay, so that is...
I have goofed.
What did you do, Marty?
I need to...
Oh, dear.
I've exited out of the page and now it is loading.
Nice.
Excellent.
Well, I just actually reloaded the page, so it was lesser goof. Continue.
That's fine. Okay, next up is your Constitution. Same thing. Roll 3d6 and multiply by 5.
Okay. I saw Marty's
My
roll
God.
and thought I was dead.
Wow. So, Marty, that's,
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
How is this happening right
what did I
now?
just
don't-
roll for?
So, Marty got a 30, Jeremy got a 75.
He's already dead.
Pretty close. I don't like to
In
brag
Garrett
about
got
it.
a 70.
In every single campaign I've ever done, I think 30 is the lowest roll I've ever gotten.
He's already
Yeah,
dead.
and you just got 30, and then, or
35 and then
That's-
30.
Is Marty gonna?
That's kind of crazy.
Is
Yeah,
Marty
35 was the
gonna
lowest
end up
one before
playing?
that, so...
Is Marty
You
gonna
know
end up
what?
playing a guy
So
with
you're not
no
gonna have a
arms,
great
no legs,
hit
who
points.
lives in a gutter
So what?
and just
That's not gonna
crawls
matter,
out with
right?
a knife in his
Doesn't matter
mouth?
at all.
Next, well, maybe your size is going to be good.
Maybe.
So next is size. That's
Wait,
gonna
what was
be...
that? So that was for Constitution?
Oh, that was for Constitution, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's going to be
Alright, we're going
hit
to
points and the
Got it.
ability to avoid, being poisoned or by being, I don't know, infected by a eldritch
Fungus.
enemy. I don't know. Next up is your size. So this is going to be your literally your character's height, weight, whatever you want to determine.
Okay.
It's going to be 2d6 plus 6 times 5. So you get 2d6 plus 6 times 5. Okay, Gareth just got a 75.
I would propose that we reference the ACP table using our size values.
I think I did that wrong.
Times how much? 5?
Yeah.
Times 5.
Oh, Marty,
I
you
don't think
did.
36 was physically possible.
Well,
we
what
just
you did,
slash
Marty,
roll.
was
36.
2Ds.
Yeah, it's true.
there. You go. See
okay,
what
that's
see what
pretty
Jeremy
good.
what Jeremy did was
Gareth,
right.
I think you might
put
be
the
muted on
parentheses
the
wrong.
Discord.
Because we cannot hear you.
You know that makes so much sense
There we
because
go.
I made a fatal.
as I was-
I made an ACP joke that no one acknowledged,
Yeah, because I was sitting there and I was like, man, Garrett's being really
I made an
quiet.
ACP joke no one acknowledged. I
Oh
referenced the
my
idea that
God.
Marty might just be a man who lives in a gutter with a knife in his mouth and no limbs. I was hilarious. I was on fire.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
you were on
we still
fire
got
and
it, though.
nobody realized. But my
We
size
still
is
got it.
my size is 80.
Unfortunately,
Okay,
it's
so
like,
you're a big boy.
I am
it's just like
massive.
when Kobe Bryant first crashed.
I think I'm just like Taft size. Like I'm just gonna be
Yeah.
struggling to get out of like hot
Okay.
bathtubs and stuff like that.
But Jeremy, you also have quite a size to you.
Jeremy is girthy. He is a girthy,
Yeah, what is
girthy
that?
boy.
What does that equate to?
So that's gonna be very good, actually. So size goes down in your the size box thing. So 85 means you are a large man, whether you're a large
Yeah,
person.
I get that a lot.
Whether that means you are extremely tall and
Large
muscular, or you are a man who gets stuck in his bathtub frequently, you are gonna be.
That's what they call
you
him.
you are a mass.
They call him a big man.
problem.
They call me stuck in the bathtub, man. Back at school.
Wait, can I
my
just be
favorite-
like a 1920s weeb? Can that be my
Die.
Oh,
I
that's
have
very
mastered
good
the
though.
blade.
I mean, this is right
So,
before Japan
my
becomes
katana.
public enemy #1 in the U.S., so it could work.
I
That's
went to
true.
Japan and learned the blade from some guy who took my $50,000.
Jeremy, you have 16 hit points to start because your
Jesus.
constitution and size is so high. That's high for That is very high for Call of Cthulhu.
Oh my god, I have 11.
That's higher than the professor.
Yeah,
That's
fuck
insane.
you, Marty.
I have a strong
Okay.
11.
I mean, that's okay.
It's not. It was not as bad as I thought it would be with a 35 and a 30.
It's what
Yeah,
the French
I mean, your
books are
size
working
can-
off of.
True. Well, I'm
Wow,
pretty
you guys all are. I mean, you're all pretty set. You all have over 10, which is like, I mean, pretty solid.
How does
Yeah.
Marty have over 10?
because I have 80 size.
Oh,
He's so
Jesus.
round.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
so
you have
round.
80
There's
size?
so much of me.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
got 80 in his size.
I did.
Oh, well, I guess someone's dummy thick.
I am so thick. I'm gonna get disadvantage on fucking stealth checks because I'm the clap of my ass cheeks.
He
There's
just
the
keeps
first task is gonna be getting out the door. And that's gonna be like the biggest trial.
The
whole
one thing
first
I
session.
couldn't do. I think I'm sitting on my remote, by the way. I am.
Let's see. Okay, next is dexterity. So that's gonna be 3d6 times 5. Back
Okay.
to the good old original.
Alright,
6.
now this is where things start falling apart, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
And I wasn't wrong.
Okay, I rolled it
Okay,
wrong
so-
again.
So that's a d36 then.
But I got a nat
But you got a
36.
natural.
Look, he
you
got
did
a
get
nat
36.
I think we gives it to
Oh,
him.
No.
Yeah,
yeah,
the
actually,
180.
180 dex round man.
A 40 dex. That
Purely
just makes sense.
spherical.
Okay. Oh wait, Jeremy, I think yours.
My character has
Didn't
been
know.
below average with 3 of the 4 first.
Is this
Oh,
a
I didn't do
character
slash
who
roll.
got fucking handcuffed to the radiator in the basement for his entire life? He's never allowed to see the sun until he was a man.
My character is in canon Mr. Bean.
None of these statistics match up with Mr. B. Literally all of them are wrong.
Where is the is an actual god statistic?
Cthulhu mythos.
Yes, I start off with 5 million.
That does nothing.
Wow. I mean, those are some pretty good decks. I mean, Marty's is a little. But
Look,
like,
you can just say
I'm
it.
not
He's a
as
fucking
dexterous as
idiot.
I once was.
God.
If he's stupid too, this is going to be incredible because the only statistic that's a positive is a statistic that
Size.
determines nothing of value.
his whole thing was gonna be, I will sit on the.
I could just fall over right now and
They
kind of
call
crush
him
you.
Girthmeister
and everyone
because when
else.
he exists, he's fuck huge.
Yes.
I am the great grandson of William Howard Taft.
Oh God. Okay, let's see what is. Next is your appearance. So that's going to be same thing, 3d6 times 5.
I
Oh
am a
my
rugged
God.
bear of a man.
Oh, a 70. That's quite good.
I'm back.
All right. Indeed.
Damn.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
I'll take
All
it.
of you got some
We're
solid.
pretty good lookers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
can
feel
have
that this
a
team was
solid
assembled
400
purely
pounds,
based on
but I
the
also
fact that
look
we're
not
just
bad.
pretty.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, yeah, like
I am-
Marty can really pull off the fedora.
Look, he's
like,
perfectly spherical. There's something so
I'm
gorgeous about a
perfectly
perfect
spherical.
sphere of a human. Like, you can't help but stop and stare.
All right. Next, after appearance, what is it? Okay, here's intelligence. Here's a big one. So that's gonna be 2d6.
Wait, what about
plus
education?
6. Oh wait, yeah, it is different on there. Education is gonna be same thing. 2d6 plus 6 times 5.
Uh-oh.
2d6?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2d6 plus 6, then times 5.
13 times 5.
Why am I educated? Why are all of my stats
My
good?
God, your stats are incredible.
65.
The only bad
A
stat...
65 for Marty.
The bad stat in my array so far is a 50.
Holy shit.
Oh shit!
Jesus!
Jesus!
Marty, just don't be
I'm
stupid.
over here
Use
rolling
parentheses.
30s and 40s, and this man has rolled 2 80s today.
Your fucking parentheses, Mierda man. Like, Jesus.
What? Oh. I just rolled a 2d6.
Still.
to do the math
Just
in
do
my
Holy
slash
moly.
roll 2d6 plus 6 in parentheses times 5, you blowjob. My god.
head. How dare you?
I'm sorry,
I'm not
allow
a
me to get
blowjob,
the designation
I'm a rim
correct.
job. I
You
thought
are
this was
a
implied.
failed blowjob.
A botched blowjob. That's my name. Don't wear it out.
All right.
They calls me failed blowjob. Alright. In now?
Alrighty, let's see. Intelligence, yeah. 2d6 plus 6 times 5.
Unless we take a real L on luck or power.
Yeah, then, I mean, even if you... Yeah, power's gonna be very important, because that's your sanity, but... You know...
Roll fucking 90.
Dang.
Oh. You mean you actually have to type a roll?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
or you can do dash
slash
bar,
roll.
I think, too.
And then
Or not
it'll
dash.
roll.
Why do I always say dash?
Damn.
My brain is dead.
Oh, does slash
50.
R work too?
Alright.
You too?
Yeah.
I think I did that wrong.
Nope, you did that
Nope.
right.
Oh,
I
you
don't
know,
think
you
a
did
13 was
3d6.
humanly
you
possible.
didn't multiply by
you did
5, you
3d6.
troglodyte.
Also, you did
Why
3d6.
did you do
I,
Wait, so you did
So
3d6
many
a
plus
lot of
parentheses.
things went wrong.
It's 2d...
Why did you do 3 pairs of parentheses? You need 1.
Okay, so that's 16
Jesus
times 5.
Christ. Marty, it's
Okay,
so
I mean, that's-
easy.
That's solid intelligence, though.
Ah, yes,
So with-
80.
80.
I'm
With
an
all my
intellectual
education,
man.
I got average intelligence.
Look,
Yeah, I mean,
that sounds about
just
right.
because you've been to college doesn't mean you're smart. We know.
Yeah, no,
Most
that
of
makes
us have
sense.
been to college. The rest of us have seen
it's-
college people.
Yeah.
And they're not very smart.
I learned to get
Present
by.
company included.
Alright, now, one of the most important stats of the game is power.
See, why'd you even have to say that?
So,
Now he's
here's
gonna roll a 30.
3d6 times 5.
Oh, God.
Oh, damn.
It's just dumb.
Alright. So you're set. You're kind of set.
50. I'm fine with that. I'll take
Okay.
it.
So you see, no one got less than 30. That's when you're in a rough spot. Is if you got 30 or lower.
I'm a fucking monstrous bear of a man.
So your power is pretty good. So now here's the option I leave all of you.
Yeah.
Because the last stat that you need to worry about is going to be your luck. So you can either choose to start with 45, so you'll start with the average, you'll start with 45 luck. Or you can choose to roll 3d6, multiply by 5.
Yeah, I'll take
And
those
that will be your
odds.
starting luck.
I mean, that's luck. If I
Wait.
don't deserve it, then I don't
Wait,
deserve
what?
it.
It says 2 different numbers. Under the luck heading, it says 2d6 plus 6 times 5, and then within the body of luck, it says 3d6.
Hold on, let me check the book. I'm pretty sure it's 2d6, but let me check.
I got 50.
Oh, it's 3d6. Yeah, 3d6 times 5. That's what it is.
All right,
So they must have just gotten it
I'll
right.
roll those dice.
45, respectable. Did I roll
I have
dead
some
average?
very fun stats.
I think I
That is
fully
dead
rolled
average.
dead average. I've been
got
spoiled
45 anyways.
by Calhoun.
Caron.
He had
you
fucking
bastard.
90 luck.
Hell yeah.
Jesus.
So,
Christ.
yeah.
All right. All in favor of
I
me
am
playing
a lucky
the
man.
oldest man, who is also a lumberjack.
Yes.
Aye.
Okay.
Can I have a negative 10
65 luck.
appearance?
Lower. Hey, if you get the older you are, the lower your appearance gets. So,
true.
I mean, you could. Okay. Does it automatically calculate your sanity points, or do we need to do that individually?
My
think it
sanity
ought-
hasn't been calculated.
Yeah, my sanity's
like
blank.
My
Okay. So
sanity is it says it's blank. Yeah.
okay.
I put
So
it in for 50,
your permanent. Okay. Let's see. It should be sanity. Should be. I don't know how they're gonna map that out. It should be your power score. So you should have 40. Jeremy, you should have 40 sanity. Your maximum is 99 though, so you can get all the way up to 99, but you start at your power. Perfect. All right. So I think next is to choose your profession. Let me see if I've got a little sheet in my thing that
Don't forget to
describes
pick your
professions. Oh, age. Yes, that is also important because
I'm going to be 65.
Okay, 65. So Marty, you get. Oh boy, this is actually going to be really good for you. Well, I don't know. Depends on how you look at it.
Marty's gonna be.
completely
This is gonna be
kneecap me.
really good for you as he
So-
just
so you-
deforms into a shriveled corner
So you
man.
get four. You get 4 improvements to your education.
Oh, shit.
But you have to deduct 20 points from among your strength, constitution, or dex, and
Oh,
your
God.
appearance is reduced by 15. But your
It-
education
Oh.
gets pretty cool.
I'm just gonna
Oh,
be in
God.
my 30s.
Appearance is now 45. X is now 35.
Oh,
Strength is 30.
rolling on
and
the
con-
sheet doesn't
Ah,
work.
shit. Dex
Rolling
is
on what?
going down to 30.
Oh,
I need
sheet
to remove
rolling
another
doesn't
5.
seem to work.
Sheet rolling doesn't work. That's
Okay, guys.
unfortunate.
What stat should go down to 25? Strength, con, or dex?
Yeah, if you try to roll anything on the sheet, it starts throwing up errors.
Oh, okay. I know what you need to do. Let me see. You need to go to turn off edit mode. Well, you can turn it back on, I think. So if you turn off edit mode, then you should be able to just click
Oh,
on
that's
it.
cool. That's
it,
cool.
it doesn't work. I'm not in edit mode.
What? What? I just hold on.
Damn it.
Oh, the
Why?
sheet might need a name first.
Oh,
That
could be it.
explains it.
I was gonna say because I just used Jeremy's.
I need to decide on my job before I
There
decide
we
on
go.
my name.
Cool.
That's why I have
Okay,
the
yes.
placeholder of Bazinga Man.
Are there any jobs that
Oh
go
man,
with,
I didn't get to improve
intelligence?
education. Fuck.
I need to try to improve.
Oh wait, yeah. What
education.
age are you, Gareth?
I just went with 30s.
Okay, cool. That's easy enough.
Wait, what is this? What?
I make
on the
3
side.
improvement checks.
Yes.
So depending on what age you are, you're gonna get to make a different number of attempts to improve your education.
Oh, Marty,
I'm
you
gonna
get
roll
4.
a D100.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah, and you get 4.
Improving
actually.
your education is you roll your education, and if you fail an education check, you add
I passed that
D10
one.
to the stat. Anytime you improve something, that's how it
Yep.
works.
I passed that one.
All right, occupation.
I failed that one. Okay.
But you have another. You get 4.
Yeah. Cool.
Perfect.
All right.
I passed that one. So let's roll a D10.
Very good.
Do I pick based
My
on my
education
stats,
goes up to
or do I just play a Russian
73.
lumberjack?
So here's the thing, lumberjack. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, that's quite good.
He's a lumberjack, and he's okay.
Let's
Stop
see.
worrying about him. It's just a lumberjack.
Don't
No.
be concerned. Stay quiet.
Be a 65-year-old
absolutely
intern.
quiet.
A 65-year-old intern.
Oh, that's sad, but good.
That's
It's
sad.
very sad, but I mean it's very good. All right, Call of Cthulhu.
Ooh, an antiquarian might
Does
be
it
fun.
have?
Ah, yes.
Oh,
A
yes.
tribe member.
Antiquarian.
Oh, this
Oh
is
shit, I should be a
perfect.
stuntman.
Oh, but why do they include some information but not all?
You should be the fattest stuntman in history.
Quite
They
simply.
include some professions in the creating an investigator thing, but they don't give a lot of information. So I'm just going to take some screenshots and send it to the chat so you guys can see the options you have for that.
Discord?
Yes, that'll probably be the best place for them. Perfect.
I have to say that I think my favorite thing about this entire game is the picture on page 74 of the rulebook, which states, a hacker fights the occult through use of technology.
Oh, yeah.
Hack
Epic
Cthulhu.
hacker move.
Yes.
Be careful, I'm hacking Cthulhu.
Right?
Oh my god, yeah, what's he doing? He's just like,
He's
I've
hacking
entered
He's
Cthulhu's
just like-
mainframe.
I'm in the...
I'm in.
I'm in.
Sticks his dick in Cthulhu.
Quick, hack Lost Carcosa.
Oh god.
Oh man, we should have an elected official in the party.
Oh, you could.
Can I be an elected
Yeah,
official?
what kind?
The fattest
Oh,
elected official
fuck
in the world.
yes.
Senator? Yeah.
Senator, it's a pleasure.
I'm a
Oh,
senator.
I love it.
Oh, no.
I love it. That's so good.
Ah, yes. It
The
is
senator-
I, Senator Chungus.
A senator, a forensic
That's not my
surgeon, and the third guy walk into a bar.
Yeah, so I think I sent it all. You guys should see the way it basically works is it gives you a set credit rating. You can have like up to between 10 and 70. You still need to invest points in that. We'll go over points later. But right now you just need to choose your profession because that'll determine the points you have. So like I'm looking at hacker right now because why not? I mean, it's not for this one, but you get occupational skill points equal to 4 times your education. So that'll determine how you can put stuff into stats and whatnot.
Judge. I can play a judge. Jesus.
What if you're all just members
Judge,
of
jury, and
you're all just members
executioner.
of Congress?
We're just
Yeah, all of
we're members of the highest branch of government,
must
just
take-
looking around.
We must take matters into our own hands, friends.
Oh.
I do declare that we should create a wall around Lost Carcosa and make Hasta pay for it.
Yes, I do declare that is a good
I do
idea.
declare.
Oh, God.
A declaration is made.
Oh, that's so good.
By someone of this assembly.
All right.
Whenever something bad happens, we all just declare independence
Oh, that's good.
as soon as humanly possible.
Texas secedes from the Union.
Again,
Again.
deja vu. I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Deja vu.
Um,
Texas secedes from the Union again.
let's see. Okay, so once you decide your profession, I think there's a little place for your occupation up at the top of your page. Yeah, that looks right.
Ooh, a zealot.
I want to put edit mode.
Ooh, chainsaw zealot.
Chainsaw zealot. Chainsaw zealot.
Oh,
All
no.
I'm saying is that legally,
Occupation.
chainsaws existed.
That's true. That's. I mean, they did.
Well, yeah, I mean,
They're-
strictly speaking.
Strictly speaking,
I
chainsaws
think they're
existed.
They're in the weapons section. I think.
They're only in the weapon section for modern,
I
but I
mean-
looked this up. Chainsaws did exist in 1920
definitely-
in a form that would be
They
usable as a
definitely
weapon.
did. So, like, I mean, you know, you might stumble upon a little a little gift at some point.
Chainsaw Zealot. So what
Okay.
you're saying is I should start investing points into fighting Chainsaw now?
What I'm saying...
This is what you're saying? I should make sure I have a 90 in that now before we get into the game?
What
Now
I'm saying is if
or
you're a
later.
professional juggler who happens to enjoy juggling chainsaws, then you're...
Oh, well, I'm a zealot who used to be a lumberjack.
I mean, that's
It's fine.
also very good. I think you could throw in some juggling, arts and crafts juggling. You could do that.
Arts and crafts.
Arts and crafts juggling.
That's why I have chainsaw
That's the best
experience.
stat. Why
It's
would
not,
you put...
It's not.
Because you're a former lumberjack.
It's not because I'm a lumberjack. It's just, oh yeah, I used to juggle chainsaws.
Oh my god.
It's like, that guy must have used to be a lumberjack. In his head, I can't wait to juggle this fucking chainsaw.
That's why you became a lumberjack, so you could have the opportunity.
So you can get closer to
Oh,
your
that's
dream.
very good.
All right, Vladikov Bazinga Man Irons.
Oh, no! Oh.
My name is gonna be Shell.
Oh. This is...
My name is also gonna be
Oh,
Sheldon.
no! I can't. I'll die.
No one says
handle
Bazinga
this.
for the entirety of this game, but we all refer to each other by last name because all of our names are Sheldon.
That'd be very good. I mean, that'd be very good.
As Nikos regrets doing this at all.
Oh my god.
Okay, Sheldon Barnacle.
Barnacle!
Sheldon.
Does he live in a pineapple under the sea?
My brain died and went to hell.
I feel
am
bad
already
for
there,
hurting
friend.
Nikos in this way,
It's warm.
but now he knows what we do to Marty.
Yeah, I probably deserve this end of the stick, to be honest. I mean, okay, let's see. Okay.
Okay, gender.
I'm the one who deserves this. No, I throw all the grenades. All of them.
Oh, you know
Throw
what?
them all.
This is my penance. I did do that.
And you had no remorse.
Nikos remembers the
I
grenade
do.
vividly.
Alright. So I am a zealot.
Okay, zealot. That's interesting. I like that. So you have a list of skills that you can take, right? Yeah. So you have a lot of options for how you want to distribute your skill points. You could have 0 credit rating too. That's a rare occurrence.
I could again be poor as
But
shit.
your occupation skill points. So you have education times 2, and either your appearance times 2 or your power times 2.
Yeah, so I've got 280.
Perfect. And you
What's the credit
I
rating?
get-
here?
so your credit rating, that's going to be like how much cash you have on you at the time, and like what you have in your like bank, I guess, kind of like what you have access to.
How rich are you?
Yeah, you can roll credit
Got it.
rating in situations where you're like trying to buy shit, but it also determines your like daily allowance essentially, like how
And
much money you have coming in per day.
It also can determine your social standing to a certain extent. So like if you're trying to get into a club or something that's very exclusive, you can make a credit rating check to prove that you are, worthy of being at the club, kind of.
I assume that can change the rate.
Yes, your
I have
your credit rating
230.
your credit rating can increase or decrease. So based on what you do, because this game kind of functions a lot on having downtime, because you're not always hunting monsters and doing things like that, because you would die very fast if your character just was like, all right,
You would be dead in moments.
yeah, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna have a month, we're hunting this Cthulhu down, and we're killing this guy. I don't like his stuff. It's gonna be
I don't like him.
you
I
do
like
like a
Cthulhu.
scenario, you lose an arm, you recover because you lost an arm, and then you can do stuff. Like,
Nikos, I want to keep all of my arms
Well,
inside of me, preferably.
here's the thing about that. I actually really planned this story to be around losing your character's arms. So that's going to be a thing.
Shit.
That's an issue.
Anyone who was planning to use more than one weapon or like a two-hander
Can I
can
roll
just
for
get
amount
fucked.
of arms?
But here's the thing, you won't start with 6 arms.
Number of arms.
Here's the thing, you start
Roll a
with 6
D100 party?
arms, is what I was saying.
Oh, that makes sense. Roll.
Is
Start
that a
with 6
Pulp
arms.
Cthulhu rule? You get 6
Start
arms
with
and
six.
use more.
It's called radiation poisoning. No. And you, Marty. So the way skill points work, Jeremy, What have you decided on the occupation you're interested in yet?
Yeah, I think I'll do.
So I've put 90 in 2 skills, and that means I have a 56 left.
Hey Marty, do you want to hear a little trick?
What?
If you put those to 89, it's still only 1% off. But then if you improve those, you get 2d6 sanity because you make them hit 90 when you.
That's actually genius.
When you're playing.
But one
the
of them
game.
is my credit rating.
Look
Okay,
at
that's fair.
Nikos gaming the system.
Cause since I got aged with the professor, I figured out. So I got technically 6d6 more to my sanity because my language was increased to 97. My what was it? I improved my throw and my swords from like 87 to 90. So I'm like the most sane I've ever been in that.
For the first time ever, I
All
am
right.
sane.
I mean, it is Martin Walters. You're not wrong.
Okay, so my character
that's
is
gone in
going
a
to
second.
throw 20 points into library
So,
use, 'cause he goes to the library.
I'm going hacker.
You're going hiker?
To the library, he says.
Yep. Hacker.
Wait,
That's
what
in
computer
Martin.
is there?
Quick, hack Cthulhu.
No, hold on. This is taking place in the 1920s. I forgot
Yeah,
to say.
no, I'm full aware.
Okay. I mean, it says it's only modern, right?
How did I get here? Making this.
So here's the thing.
We have someone from Carcosa.
You basically what would you be? What would a hacker be in the 1920s? I'm trying to.
He literally,
You know,
he's there to
hacking
hack things up. Like he just takes
a
his axe
butcher.
to things.
we
he's
have
a
to hack nature.
Marty, please say better things ever.
I refuse.
Asshole.
He's a life hacker.
What is? He's a serial killer? Is
Here's
that
the
what we're
thing.
calling it?
If you want to be a hacker, we'll make it work.
That's intriguing.
I don't know how yet.
Private investigator. Oh, the choices.
How many personal skill points do we end up having?
I believe it's your intelligence times 2.
They calls me the Bazinga.
Hell yeah!
So,
I'm gonna get so many more points.
That means, and those can go anywhere. Those can go any skill you want, and you can improve that. You can improve other skills, other things with those numbers. So, like if you have firearms at 50 from your occupation, you decided you could say I'm also gonna want to put like 10 more in for my.
Nikos, what is the base percentage for
Okay.
fighting chainsaw?
For fighting what?
Chainsaw.
Actually, I need to look that up. Give me a sec. But I will say I'm going to actually have a limit for most skills to be 75 to start with.
Okay.
No.
Credit rating doesn't have that apply, but that's going to... Basically, you're going to be able to have things improve pretty quickly. Probably through this game, I'm guessing. But we'll see. Mainly, that's if you have a good reason for being extremely good at something, I'm obviously going to be open to hear it.
90s fighting chainsaw.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to allow that because it's going to be a while since a chainsaw is probably going to be introduced. But
Just fucking sitting there with my chainsaw like...
when it does,
When it does, Sheldon Iron's nickname of the Bazinga Man will come into play.
also I think it kind of chainsaw kind of runs on ammunition because it's like gas, so it's going to be like I like it. Sure, yeah, you can have 90 in chainsaws. I don't mind. Why not? I just need
Nikos
to-
is like, yeah, do it. And then they get a chainsaw session to kill everything.
All right, let's see. Chapter 6. It's combat. No, I want skills. There we go. Fighting. This is intense. Okay, fighting. Fighting chainsaw starts at 10%.
At 10%? Alright,
10%
that's
is its
80
start.
of my...
The
that's
first-
80 of my regular
Yep.
skill points.
1927, that's when we're starting. Instead of 1925.
Oh yeah, we had chainsaws.
Because 1927 is when apparently the first mass-produced chainsaw started to appear. Actually, we'll do 1926. We'll do 1926, so it's kind of like a rare commodity. So it's like you see it and you're like, my time has come.
chainsaw. My time has come. All right.
You're gonna be like,
distributing my
that's
other
gonna be good.
ones. Will it?
You know, I feel like it could go either way. We'll see. Okay.
They calls me the chainsaw.
So, Jeremy went with private investigator. So that means
Yes.
you have. Okay, let's see. Where's my skills? There we go. So you're gonna have a total of. Let's see. What's higher, your dex or your strength? Your dex is much higher. So you're gonna have 2 times your education, which is 80, and 2 times your dexterity, which is 60, in skill points to distribute to all of your skills.
Hold your horses. That's a lot of numbers.
It is. I can do this really quick on my calculator.
Oh, look at
The
Nikos. Look at how
calculator.
fancy he is. He's got a calculator.
I'm kind of a
All
big
right, so
deal.
280.
280.
I got 280.
So you've got
Look at the
280.
elite, which rules over us with a calculatory fist.
Oh yeah. So you see.
How do I limit myself to
He who
280?
controls the math controls the world.
So you have 280. So you see how all of the skills you have, they're on the first page and stuff. Underneath your main stats.
Yep.
Starting at accounting, anthropology, appraise, archaeology, you will distribute that 280 to these skills. They all have a starting number, so like charm starts at 15 for you, right? Or did you put that in? I don't know. Whatever.
What starts at 50?
I think charm. That's just an example. So if you want to charm
okay, yeah.
people,
I
Charm
didn't put
does start
that
at 15.
if you want to charm people, you're like, okay, I want to bring that up to 45. So you would subtract 30 from 280, which would let you do that. And then you just do that for as many of these skills as you want. If you have a question about what one skill does, let me know, and I'll give you a basic description. And there are some skills that aren't on here that you have to add. So if you want to be good at sword fighting, let me know, because that's a skill that isn't on the sheet.
I want to be good at sword fighting, but I don't
Yeah,
have enough
I want
points
to.
to do all of these things.
That's fair.
I feel my character.
What is,
from Georgia,
spot hidden?
so I feel
That's
it's
going to
a really
be
good
okay.
shotgun.
Spot hidden is going to be used a lot, especially if you're a private investigator. That's going to be
And listen.
That's like your basic perception, like in D&D or something. It'll be like, okay. I want everyone to make a spot hidden check to see if they can find stuff. So that's.
I
probably
just
gonna
realized I've put no points into dodge, which means everything I've done is sick, wrong, and stupid.
You know that's the thing though. If you have a
could just
chainsaw, are you
practice
really?
dodging.
If you have a chainsaw, do you really want to dodge, or do you want
Yes!
to fight? Well,
Nikos,
well-
you can't just kill me before the game starts by convincing me that dying is smart.
here's what I suggest. I suggest you actually take all of the points you have in dodge, throw them out the garbage, put that to chainsaw
There you-
use. Throw all
I've
that.
already put
He's-
so many points
He's
into
got a good
chainsaw
point.
Get
use.
100.
He's got a good point.
Get 120 in chainsaw use, and then you're fine.
There you go. Then just roll hard successes all the time.
I did find out. This is cool. There's a thing you can do in the game, like I think it's parrying. So you can, if you can choose to select, if you have like a weapon in your hand, melee weapon, you can select a creature and declare that you're gonna parry that creature. So when they attack you, you can use your fighting brawl or fighting skill with that weapon in lieu of a dodge. So you do the same thing as a dodge, but with that weapon skill.
Can I chainsaw parry?
You can, but you can only do it once per turn. So it's like one of those
Is
things
there a?
where it's like it's not as good as
I'm
dodging,
gonna
Fighting
duel a
baseball
god.
but it's still pretty good.
I'm
Is there
gonna
a
duel
fighting
god.
baseball bat?
That would just be fighting brawl. That'd be part of fighting brawl.
Okay.
Alright, someone needs to take up the role of being the heal bot.
So
I have occultistry and
fighting
psychology.
skills.
You're fine. You just need some aspirin.
You're fine. You lost an arm. Aspirin's all you need, bro.
Aspirins all around.
Aspirin's all around.
Oh dear.
Fighting skill 1, is that like a thing I can change?
So basically that would be where you would put in like fighting swords or fighting chainsaw or one of the more specific ones. If you want to be good, I can read off what those specific
Everyone
ones
takes
are.
fighting chainsaw.
Yeah, what's the list?
So the more specific ones are fighting chainsaw, fighting flail, fighting garrote, fighting spear, fighting sword, fighting whip. Those are the specific
Nikos.
ones. Yeah.
I think I have to change to fighting flail.
I mean, again, it's going to be rare, but when that moment comes, you're going to be like,
It will be glorious.
Where
I
are the flail
know.
stats?
okay, so it starts at 10%. Fighting flail. That starts at 10%.
No, but where are the flail stats? I have to compare them to my Beauty the Chainsaw.
Oh, okay. I mean, they're probably not as good, but I mean, they're gonna be.
They're also not going to have a malfunction that just hits me.
You know what? That's very true. It'll be a little safer.
What if they do?
What if they do? Anyway.
Okay, let me find flail here. It probably is hand-to-hand weapons, right? Flail.
It should be.
ABs.
I don't see it, though.
Why isn't that in there? They literally have a skill for it.
The fuck?
What the heck? Alright.
I could also take Fighting Spear and then go with the fact that I have the Spear of Destiny.
Oh, you did start with that. I forgot about that. So you could
The
use that.
spear of what?
What? Oh, yeah, no, the Spear of Destiny.
Yeah,
Just,
it's...
you know,
he,
hey, Cthulhu,
he
you want a
rolled
little
for it.
Jesus blood? You want a little... Yeah,
You rolled for the
I
spear
rolled
of
3
Destiny?
D6 plus Spear of Destiny.
A flail would do a solid, I don't know, it would do at least a D8, but probably more. Probably like a D8 plus 1, or D8
Can I
plus
change my credit rating? Or is
Yes,
that
yeah,
not
your
a
credit
skill
rating,
I
you
can
still have
change?
to spend points
It's
on
based
it.
off your occupation.
You still have to spend points on it, but yeah, so like since you're a private investigator, your
You have
occupation
to spend
can,
a certain number of points.
the suggested is between 9 and 30 for your credit rating. I believe 40 is like the middle class average at the time. Or it's something like that, maybe 35.
That's the suggested credit rating.
Yes. You could go higher,
But-
technically. You can go up to a maximum of 99. But that means you're a really good private investigator.
I don't think a private eye could, unless he was really corrupt.
Yeah, that's probably how you would do it. You'd have to be a pretty corrupt... Or you found...
yeah.
Or like you
Nunchucks
found...
use Fighting Flail.
Or you like found the president's daughter or something. And then like you became really famous.
And then ransom.
I found her in the car and I took her with me for $5 million. But yeah.
Is it time for our intelligence points?
Actually-
I've already spent my
Oh,
Time
yeah,
for
intelligence points.
cross.
You can certainly do that. Your
int times 2.
intelligence times 2 will be your like hobby points or whatever they're called.
So I got 160.
Nikos, unfortunately, the chainsaw lumberjack is being abandoned.
Well, you found, that's okay. I didn't
You win
even
some, you lose
I
some.
didn't even have any high hopes for a chainsaw fight or anything that I was planning out in my head. So it's fine.
It's not like you'd already planned out the entirety of how, like,
Yeah.
the quest to get the chainsaw, the friends we made along the way being the real chainsaw in the end.
Yeah. Yeah. You would lose at least 2 of your 6 limbs to the chainsaw probably.
Of course.
Of your 6 limbs.
Though at that point, it was only 5.
Yeah, that's true. But average, Jeremy, for like
Whoa,
average
What? Why did my dodge? That's not what I meant to do.
average
What?
is credit rating of 10 to 49 is average for this time. So wealthy is 50 to 89, rich is 90 to 98, and penniless is 0 or less. I don't know how you have less than 0.
Or less.
Yeah. That's as low as you go.
Who do you owe?
That's a good question.
Okay, so
You
you're
might be
putting
able
a
to lose credit
75
rating?
cap on skills?
For the most part, yeah, unless you have a really good reason
Okay.
for having more. But I think it'll just keep things, I don't want to say balanced,
What if I want to like jump
That's reasonable.
really high?
so you all can have a chance to improve things you're already decent at. Because I think 75 is like...
That's a no on the jumping.
professional.
All right.
Oh, wait, no, you can jump.
So-
Sorry.
Is that,
you can
is that a
jump.
no on the jumping, Haas?
You can certainly jump. Having a good jump, if you have like a 90 in jump, you can jump like 6-foot vertical leaps or something. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Yep. And don't worry, Jeremy. Once you spend all your points, you still have more to come. You have you're gonna have, I think, 100 more because you have your intelligence times 2 in points, additional points as well.
What's the base for fighting sword?
Base for fighting sword is 20, I believe.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up to 70.
Sure, certainly.
Fighting sword.
This fucking madman. Is there even a reason to go with swords? D8 plus 1 plus damage bonus, I guess. It's 1 better than a knife.
It's okay. Yeah.
Okay. I think that is mine.
Alright, I spent all my points, I believe.
Yep.
And then you have another 100. Did you already spend that extra 100 that you got?
I had an extra 100?
Yeah, so you got those
Yep.
are like your hobby points. I don't remember what they're actually called, but it's your intelligence times 2 in additional points that you get to spend.
Ah, cool.
So it's like another little boost to stuff that you can have.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah. So, Nikos, how many horses do I own?
How many horses? What's your credit
You
rating?
keep them all in the back.
90.
90? Oh yeah, you can own several horses for sure. Let's see, which one are you? Which Sheldon are you?
I'm Sheldon Barnacle.
Okay. God,
Which Sheldon are you?
that's not going to be the last time I ask that question. Okay, horses. How many horses do you own? I mean, I'd say you could own several at each of your many estates.
Estates,
Yeah,
yeah.
Look, here's the real question: How
I
many?
probably
can
own like
you...
3 at my Montana estate.
How
couple
many
in
can you
Georgia,
fit in the
and
back?
1 or 2 in New York.
Right?
What?
Like,
Oh,
it's all dependent
just
on
like
space.
3?
Well, then you can't fit. Then you don't have many horses. Fuckface.
Fuck.
Chuckle.
I
Fuck.
hear you. Okay, where is this session starting, by the way?
What do you mean?
Like,
Oh,
where? Oh,
where?
no, we're not starting today, I don't
No, we're not going to start today. We're just going to do characters, and then next week I think we'll
Yeah.
do our first session.
dig it.
But
Very cool.
yeah, so we where are we starting? I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure you're going to be it might be starting in Arkham. I'm trying to remember. I'm going to be using a to start the first session a scenario that's already been written just to get us all in the flow of the game. Actually, I can look at it right now though to give you a more accurate answer.
Alright. My stat array is bizarre and frightening.
Alright, all done with skills, I think.
Perfect. Now let's move on to I don't know what's next. What's important now? Oh no, I dropped everything.
Create a backstory.
Yeah, I think backstory's next, isn't it? All right, so go over to the backstory tab on your sheets.
I'm there.
Perfect. So this is where we get some fun stuff. Who wants to
Epic
go
fun
first? Who wants to make their background first?
Oh no.
I'll go.
Okay, Marty. We'll start with you, since you volunteered. First is your personal description. This can be something that sums up your investigator's appearance. Usually
Fat and jolly.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect. That's exactly what you want. 1 or 2 words, simple, but perfect.
Imagine Santa Claus without the beard.
Oh, I love it. That's perfect. And a little scary, but I like it.
Slightly terrifying.
Yeah, like, I would not want to see that come down my chimney. Without the beard, it's just it's like this old dude. It's just a creepy old guy. But, next is...
Creepy old guy with his pants on fire now.
Is it... Yeah, ideology and beliefs is next. So, roll
Am
me...
I rolling a d10?
A d10, indeed.
Cool. 9.
9, alright. So 9 gets you money is power, and I'm gonna get all
Oh,
I can.
yeah.
Greedy, enterprising,
Hell yeah.
greedy, enterprising, ruthless. That's pretty darn good.
Very, very good.
Okay. Significant people is next. That will be another D10.
Nine again.
9 again. All right. That means a significant person is a fellow investigator in your game. Pick one or choose randomly. So you've got
What
Should
are
he
your
pick
backstories
later?
again?
Should he pick later once the rest of us have also done this?
that's a good idea.
One of the party members.
Yep. And then we'll hold off on doing the reason they're important for that moment
Okay.
too. But 5, I think that's a meaningful locations.
Yes.
Is a place for socializing, a gentleman's club, a local bar, uncle's house. Why is
the
uncle's
parlor.
house? Why is uncle's house? Why? Why is that one of the suggestions in the book?
Look. All we're saying is that when you go to your uncle's house, you socialize, but only with your uncle.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, I'm choosing his family estate's parlor.
I'm choosing his uncle's house.
'Cause he's a Georgia boy.
I too choose that guy's uncle's house.
We all go to his uncle's house to hang out. This is just
Yeah, go with his uncle.
this is like Stranger
But not
Things.
him. He's not allowed to
Yeah,
hang
you
out
know
with
what?
his
I'm
uncle.
making this his uncle's house.
Oh
No,
my.
he's not allowed to hang out with his uncle's house, but we all hung out at his uncle's house without him.
He was
His
allowed to sit on
uncle's
the
house
porch.
where
While
everybody
he was
would meet.
there.
His family would meet, have dinner.
He
other
wouldn't,
things.
but his family would.
Oh, that's very good. All right.
His uncle's house. Roll another d10.
Treasured possession is next. Yep, D10.
That's gonna be a 10.
Ooh. You're. Wait, no, that's not treasured. There you go. A pet, a dog, a cat, a tortoise.
Oh hell yeah! Okay, I'm going to have
fucking.
I'm gonna have a fucking kitten that I carry with me.
That thing is gonna die.
Oh, no. Oh, it's dying.
Can
But
we
it's,
not
it's
kill
like
the
a,
kitten,
it's like a
please?
purse cat, so like it chills in my purse at all times.
This is so good.
Wait,
Man
you have a
purse.
purse?
I have a man bag.
A man bag.
I like it. That's good.
Bag of man.
It's a men bag. Men for bag for men.
Am I rolling for treats?
I hear
Traits
it's
is
coming
next.
back in
Yep.
fashion. In the late 1920s.
Yeah, for 1926, that's not too bad. I mean, you can carry around a cat, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got a
That's a
6?
6.
Perfect. That's interesting. Good cook bakes wonderful cakes. Can make a meal from almost nothing.
Yes!
Refined palate.
Bakes wonderful pies.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay. And instead of the adorable kitten, I'm gonna say big dog actually.
Big dog? Okay.
Big
Well,
dog.
now I have to kill a dog, and that's gonna suck.
Don't make him kill the dog. Make him kill the kitten. It's smaller. It's easier to kill.
It'll be in one bite, but now it's gonna be a dog.
It's a Great Dane.
Oh no. Okay. Oh. Okay. Who's next?
All right. I'll go next.
His name
Okay.
is Shirley.
So,
You-
Actually, no, his name is Leonard.
No, Sheldon. No. I died inside. Okay. Okay, so Sheldon Irons is next.
all
Your
right.
personal descriptor. Oh, you already got
Scruffy
some.
Ganglefuck.
Love it. Love it. Next is ideology and beliefs. Roll a d10.
All right. 2.
2.
Mankind can do fine without religions.
Yep.
Yeah, that works. I'm good with this.
That's solid. Significant people.
Hold on, I'm just writing these in.
Sure thing. Let's see.
First, 2. 9.
9.
Is that the same thing as before? It is.
It is a fellow investigator in your game. Pick one or choose randomly.
I think it is chosen for us then.
Yeah, I think
Oh, really? Wait, we don't just want to have this web of lies?
you could. The dog.
We could.
Let's,
we could wait
yeah,
and
let's,
see what
let's
the last
wait
one
and
is.
see what everything is.
And then we'll wait to do why they're important as well. So we'll move on to meaningful location.
With a 6? A place
A
connected
place
with your
connected-
ideology,
Yep.
belief.
Wait.
Did the Church of Satanism exist yet?
I don't know, but
Wait, it could also be like there was like spiritualists at the time who weren't really religious, but they believed in ghosts.
It's
and shit
true,
like that.
but if the Church of Satanism existed at the time,
I don't.
Oh.
There were probably
it was
cults.
it
There
was
were probably
founded.
Satanist
It was
cults.
founded in the. Oh wait, hold on. This is a rabbit hole that I might go down. It's pre-establishment 1950s. Let's see. A place connected with your ideology, belief.
if you want, you can re-roll it because that just kind of conflicts with what you just
Well,
got for
well, what I
ideology.
was gonna end up doing was having this person be raised as a fucking crazy like occultist in a crazy
Okay,
occultist
I mean you
family.
were a zealot, so
So-
like, yeah.
The bone pile, where they put all the bones of the occult things.
That's where they burn the people.
The boneyard.
me after, Bone Pile.
They calls me boneyard because when I sit down.
Because my yard has so many bones.
All right, treasured possessions time.
Yes, indeed.
An
An
essential
essential-
item for your occupation.
Mm-hmm. Zealot, sacrificial knife. What would be zealots?
Well, my family's book of stuff.
That works. I like that.
My family's occult book.
It's like a photo album, but with a lot more gruesome, like details. Like it's like this is Sheldon's first human kill.
And then I have a good reputation.
Sheldon's first scalping.
Your traits, a good reputation, the best after
I
dinner
made this
speaker in the
weird
country.
gremlin from fucking Virginia, and then yes, Sheldon Irons, everyone.
Oh, I've heard of this man. What a philanthropist, even though
he has 0 credit rating.
0 money.
Yeah, I'll do good reputation.
I love it. I love it.
I have a reputation for. I have a reputation for breaking
For
up
murder.
strange Christian pseudo cults in the middle of nowhere and saving people for no reason, who then have to be kept in an asylum forever.
I love it.
All right.
Alrighty. Let's see. Good stuff, though. Is that it? That's it, yeah.
I think so.
Alright. Next up is Calidus.
Yes.
So, Mr. Grant, your first thing is your personal description. So that's like up to you. Like 1 or 2 words, maybe a sentence describing,
He's like tall and brooding, but he has like a pleasant face.
There we go. That's perfect. Tall,
Face
brooding,
you
pleasant face.
you don't mind looking at. That's more accurate.
Eyes you can get lost in.
But not for too long.
Yeah, because
Where am I?
you lose sanity points if you look at him for too long.
You'll lose.
The pupils are just so dark and big. Where am I? The void, it talks to me.
Perfect. Ideology and belief. So you're going to roll a d10 for me. A 6.
6?
There is evil in society that should be rooted out. What is this evil? Drugs,
Oh,
violence,
hell yeah.
racism.
Oh,
That's very good for a private investigator.
All I'm saying is the evil in society is clearly the not white.
Oh no!
This is Lovecraft.
This is Lovecraft.
This is Lovecraft. That's. Oh my god.
Oh god, no, but what
That
was I
was
gonna
a
say?
joke.
My character is incredibly.
It is
corrupt.
1920.
It is 1920.
It's true. But it would be really funny if you're like you're trying to root out corruption and my character is like insanely corrupt.
Fucking king of corruption.
That's a good tie there. You have a connection to an investigator. Why? This guy's been following me.
I don't know who he is. I've tried to invite him into my house multiple times. And well, I don't know what to do anymore. What's the next thing he has to roll?
Has he
Oh, yeah.
decided what the evil in society is yet?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have to do that.
Yeah, that's up
Whoops.
to you. Drugs, violence,
Uh,
racism, etc. Those are the 3 examples they give. But
I mean, I gotta go. Corruption, right?
I mean that would make sense.
Oh,
Private
no.
eye.
shit.
You go in and you're like, I don't know about this. This.
This goes to the very top.
I really wish I had rolled belief in fate so that I could have a Virginian hillbilly who believes firmly in the caste system.
Oh god.
Oh shit. I'm also thinking I hired you as like a bodyguard or like personal protector entirely because your name is also my name.
You like saw this guy in the street and you're like, what's your name?
Well, Sheldon, sir. I'm like, yep, there we go.
All right, next is significant people. So roll a d10.
If you get the same thing we did, oh my god.
It's Spider-Man pointing at other Spider-Man, but there's 3 of them in a circle.
10.
Damn.
That's new. All right. A non-player
one
character,
off.
NPC in the game. Ask the keeper
A
to
what?
pick one. An NPC, so something that I made. Ask the keeper to pick one for you. We can certainly do that.
You're
Let's
gonna pick
see.
somebody who gets fucking killed.
I mean, not necessarily, right? Not
Oof.
not necessarily.
Guys, it's fine. He's sleeping.
He's in 4 pieces and he's having a good
All
rest.
4 pieces are sleeping.
They're sleeping separately and soundly.
Let's see. What would be a?
So wait, are you picking for me?
I can do that, or if you'd like, you can re-roll. But I can choose an NPC if you'd like to have that. be
No,
your-
go ahead.
We'll go with what would be good for this? Mr. Knott, Knott.
Oh no. Speaking of Leonard,
Mr. How do you spell it?
Knott.
K-N-O-T. Interesting.
And then roll a d10 to see why they're significant to you. A 9. You wish to
I
prove
needed you last
yourself
time.
better to them. What was their flaw? So you want to prove that you're better than them for some reason.
What was their flaw, Nikos?
It could be lazy, drunk, unloving. I guess I should choose because he's an NPC, right? Unless if you have an idea for why you want to be better than him.
Nah,
Okay, let's see.
all you.
He will be an alcoholic.
Mm.
So he'll be drunk often. Oh no. Perfect. Alright, next is meaningful location. Roll a d10. Is that
Wow.
another 9?
It is another
Wow.
9.
Oh, that's really nice. The place you were happiest in your life. The park bench where you first kissed your university. Why does it end there? What?
Kiss him.
no,
Wait,
it's
what?
a comma.
Oh, there's a comma there. I missed
Yeah.
the comma.
Park bench where you first kissed,
I
comma,
kissed
your
my
university.
I thought it
way
was
back
saying like
when.
the park bench where you first
You ever
kissed
just kiss your university?
You want to kiss a little
You
university?
just love it so much.
So that can be anything you want, though. Like what would be your, and this is applicable. So your meaningful location actually has some, I guess, mechanical uses for like recovering sanity. You get bonuses to recovering sanity if you're in your meaningful location because it's like a safe place for you.
Is there like a cemetery?
Oh, for sure.
Because that's for sure it.
I love it.
The place where you were happiest, where I buried my mother.
That
Did
witch.
Mr. Knotts have a Mrs. Knotts?
Absolutely, he does.
And is she in the cemetery?
Sure.
All right.
What's
you
his
go.
bond with Mr. Not again?
He wants
Is
to
it
prove
that-
himself
Prove
better.
himself better.
He may have already done that.
His children are actually his.
Oh my god. That's very good, though. That's a plot twist. Wow. The classic NPC that we all know and love.
Mr.
Mr. Not. Alright, let's see what's next.
You know the worst
Oh, we
part
need to do
about
me and
this?
Gareth's like why we're meaningful.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. After once we're almost done with
Oh, when he's done, my
with
bad.
Grant.
I
No,
thought
you're
he was
good.
done.
You're good. After that, then I think we're almost done. We just need to choose equipment and items and stuff that you guys might have.
Ooh.
Um,
Ooh, ooh.
an item. Oh, your treasured possession. So roll a d10 for me.
5.
5. All right. Something given to you by your significant person. So something given to you by Mr. Knott. a ring, a diary, a map, etc.
Ooh, that's good.
It is good.
He gave me a list of names.
Ooh.
Shit.
Okay, I like it. I like it a lot, actually. That's very good. All right, a list of names. I love it. Next is your traits. So roll a d10. Seven. Ooh, a ladies' man. Suave. Charming
Yes, just what I wanted.
enchanting eyes.
It's been confirmed.
That's very good.
What can I say? I've kissed a few universities in my time.
I've been around the block. Got a university in every state.
They really do.
Okay.
That's his excuse. He's like, I'm just going to all my universities.
Yeah. All right. So I think that's it for Mr. Grant in terms of background stuff. Now we're jumping back to you two with the reason they're significant. So let's have Marty roll. Why roll a d10 to see why they're
Okay.
significant?
I gotcha.
A
One.
You're indebted to them. How did they help you? Financially?
Oh, you saved my life from an assassination attempt.
That's how I got this job.
Yep.
There was like a crazed cultist who was trying
And
to
your name was Sheldon.
eat your shit, and so I just fucking stabbed him.
That's beautiful. That's great.
The
All
other
right.
Sheldon.
The other Sheldon.
All right, and now Mr. Irons, roll a d10. Why are they significant?
You wronged them and seek reconciliation.
What if you set up the assassination attempt?
So what happened
God.
is that he was my bait to take down this cult, and then I felt bad about it because he almost died.
And I think you just saved my life out of the blue and are just some, like, random hobo.
Very good.
Ah, yes, friend. And you're like, ah, shit.
God damn it.
Okay.
I
Come
guess
to my
I have
uncle's
to.
house.
My regret.
Meet my family. I'll bake you a pie.
All right. Okay. I think we're all good now with backstory. If you all have other things you want to have more descriptions of stuff, obviously send it my way, and I will incorporate it. But let's move over to possessions now, because this is going to determine your spending level, cash, and all that stuff. So I think I'm on Sheldon Irons' page right now, so we'll start with Sheldon Irons.
All right. Sheldon Irons has no credit rating.
That's going to make this super easy then. Let's see.
50 cents in cash.
Pretty much. Hold on.
Spending level 50 cents.
Yep. So you have a solid 50 cents
In my pocket, and 50 cents more that I know I can get.
Yep. And then you have no assets, which is pretty quick and easy to deal with then. Sheldon Barnacle, you have a 90 credit rating.
Yep.
All right, let's go to possessions. 90. Yep, your spending level is wait, where is it? Spending level is $250.
Oh,
'Cause why not?
Yes.
Assets are going to be 90 times 2,000. So you have $180,000 in assets.
180.
So there's your assets page.
Wait, that's assets. Okay.
Yep, assets is right under there. You have to hit the little plus bar.
Oh, I can make assets.
Yep.
Holy
So
shit.
so if you guys stumble upon a gold bar, you can put that in your assets basically, and then you have a gold bar in your assets to use. And then your cash is I think $1,800. So.
Wait, what? $1,500?
$1,800
Oh, nice.
is your cash that you just have on hand.
It's just. Yeah, this is another character that only carries around hundreds in 1920.
Sure, absolutely. $100 coins. Here you go. Okay, perfect. And then lastly, we have Mr. Grant. So, what is your credit rating?
It is a 40.
Oh, solid. All right. So your
Yes.
cash is going to be $80. So you have $80 in cash. So that's just like what you carry around with you. Your assets are going to be.
Do I have to make that? Oh no, it's right there.
I believe it's $2,000. Yep, $2,000 is your assets. So that's stuff you have like saved away in a bank or somewhere else that you can take time to receive, but it'll be a while before it gets to you.
Yep.
You really just use those in your assets, like in between investigations. So, like, if you need to buy a new car because your original one got wrecked, then you can use your assets to purchase that kind of a thing. What else? And then your spending level is going to be $10. So spending level basically means
Huzzah!
You can spend effectively each day. You can spend $10 without worrying about actually deducting anything from your cash or assets.
I will be right back.
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Because now we're going to move on to possessions. These are things that you would probably have
Marty has
with you.
none of those.
Yeah, Marty just has no possessions for sure. He doesn't need anything. So, what do you think your character would need? I mean, probably, obviously don't think of this as a, Call of Cthulhu in terms of, like, your character is a hunter of evil, bad things, but think about, like, your profession. What would you need for your profession?
Knife, a gun, a tent.
Yep, those are all applicable, for sure.
A knife, a gun, and a tent. I'm good.
Yeah, I mean...
I return.
Yeah, we're just figuring out possession, so think about what you would carry on with
yeah.
you at hand.
Also, I wanted to change something.
Yeah.
Can I take... Is there a skill that's like taxidermy?
Arts and crafts
What the
taxidermy.
fuck, Marty?
Yep, arts and crafts taxidermy.
Okay.
It starts
I'm going to take some points away from something else.
It starts at
and put it in
5%.
that.
It starts at 5%,
Jesus
I think.
5%? Okay.
But you could totally do that.
I need to
Just sit
take
down
away,
for some arts and crafts. Let me stuff this boar that I hunted.
Yes. Well, I'm mainly thinking about stuffing Cthulhu monsters.
Jesus Christ.
I
So
mean...
how do I add an arts
Welcome
and
to
crafts?
Sheldon's
I'm
fantastic.
just gonna do additional skills.
Sheldon,
Taxidermy.
arts and oh, there it is. Arts
Arts.
and crafts. It's like arts and crafts is right there. It's underneath archaeology. You just hit the plus button and write the skill
I hit the
name.
plus button and it didn't pop up.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I found it. So it is taxidermy.
Indeed, and I think it starts at a base of 5%.
5%, and I'm gonna increase it by 40 up to 45.
There you go. Fairly solid at taxidermy. So possession.
How do I put it? Is it enter or?
What do you mean enter?
How do I get it to? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
I just turned it off edit mode.
Yep.
And then it went to
Perfect.
Cool.
Now, oh god, this character sheet looks so clean. I like it. Not that the other ones don't. The other ones look
really does.
The other ones look
The
great.
skills
'cause
are
they're-
kind of messy, though.
Yeah, the skills are. It'll take a bit to get used to where the skills are. I like so at the top there's roll options. So if I say you need to make
That's
a
really
hard check
Yeah.
for something, you would click on that and then it'll say if you succeeded on a hard check or not. But okay, so now we need to decide possessions. So basically Jeremy, I think you would need what would you need? What do you think you would need as a private investigator?
Definitely like a magnifying glass of sorts.
Yes.
like a good one.
Let me find.
You know.
Oh, I totally know. You can totally have that. That's well within your spending level. So you could basically click the plus sign and write, and you would type in magnifying glass. Next.
I'm gonna type in good magnifying glass. It's important. I want like a. Just give me the Sherlock Holmes look. I want the trench coat.
Okay,
and
sure.
hat.
I like that. You can totally have that. Let's see what else. You probably would you have a weapon? Probably a firearm of some kind.
No guns.
No guns. All right then. I like it.
I want. But I need. I want. I mean, I can fight really well.
Good.
So I think that's good enough
Do you
for
have
me.
a knife,
You're a scrapper.
or do you just go with your fists?
I just go with my fists.
I like it. I like it.
This is fucking God.
Brass knuckles.
It seems. All right, I'll take brass knuckles. I need something.
I like it. So brass knuckles.
Nice.
The way those work, which we'll do that in combat as well. I think you have to set something up there. That'll be in a sec, though. My God, your dodge! I just looked at your dodge. Whoa.
Yeah. I chose all the good things I wanted.
Yep, you are definitely gonna.
I have a dodge of 15.
But, let's hope you don't get attacked ever.
I dodge for him.
Yep. Absolutely.
He dodges in front of me.
All right. Anything else you think you'd need? I mean, obviously you would have like basic stuff too. Like you would magnifying glasses, the good kind.
The good.
But like, would you? If you say like, oh, I would have a notebook, you can kind of just add that later because.
Oh yeah, I have. I mean, my the list of names, is that something?
Oh, for sure. You can write that in there if you want. It's really just a
gear and stuff.
if you need to purchase something bigger, like if you're like, oh, I need to purchase this rifle so I can defend myself from a demon dog, then you would need to spend money and add it there.
Is there like something I can throw?
A shuriken or a thing, yeah.
I'll take it. Shuriken.
Sure.
Sure, it can.
Yeah. Ooh, now that's humor. I know that.
Humor.
So, they're pretty cheap, I think. They're like 50 cents a pop, so you could probably carry a couple of them.
Alright, cool.
I love that. Like, you're just a guy.
Is there a skill throw shuriken?
It's just throw. It's just throw. So if you have your throw good, then your shuriken skills are going to be pretty solid.
I'm going to have a lot of possessions.
Yeah, you're probably going to have a bit. It would be, most of the stuff that you have on hand, but you can absolutely write whatever you think you'd need.
Multiple cars.
Probably, yeah. That would make sense.
Oh, yeah. Where would we put, like, houses and stuff like that?
Houses, what would that be? I don't know if they have it listed in the book. Ammunition.
Wait, so do we get, like, a vehicle then, or no?
Let's see what you can afford. So since you have your average, so you can afford a simple vehicle, nothing crazy, but like a
simple. I want like a what kind of like motorcycles do they get in the 20s?
I think they definitely have a motorcycle.
Like I want the one that has like a passenger seat next to it.
Oh, a sidecar? Don't they?
Yeah, one of those side. I think those exist.
Of course,
in the
they had
20s.
motorcycles in the 20s.
Real estate, Marty, though. I did find that. It's on page 396 of the core rule book. Country house is like $20,000. Large house is $7,000. Townhouse is $4,000.
Oh, could I just have had a couple townhouses here and there?
Yeah. That's cheap enough for you to not be a big issue. Motorcycle with a sidecar, though. Let's see. That's...
Actually, I guess I'll have... Yeah, continue, my bad.
Tire... Where is... There we go. There's vehicles. Why is that under? Oh, there you go. It's under transport. Yeah, that's well within your spending. I'd say a motorcycle with a sidecar. Sure.
Good.
That's very good. Oh my God. Yeah.
And I mean, it has to have like a siren on it, right?
I mean, if you want it to have one, I mean, I'd say
has
it makes
one.
sense.
It has one.
The private eye alarm.
It would make sense that it would have one.
What is the nicest car I can get?
Let's actually take a look at that. Here in the book would be it's $6,000.
I'll take it.
A Pierce Arrow is what it's called here.
I'll take 3.
All right then.
1 for work, 1 for
Oh
socializing,
nope,
1
nope.
for shenanigans.
Sorry, the most expensive.
Shenanigans.
The most expensive is the Duesenberg J. That
Oh,
one.
I want
that
the
one you can have.
Duesenberg
So
J.
that one. I mean, you can have one of them easily, just because it is $20,000 per car for that one. Which
I'll do it.
Which
Do I have to roll for it?
okay, yeah, go for it. Make a roll. Make well, for one of them you can afford one, but if you want 3, you're gonna make a credit rating roll for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for 3.
Sure, go for it. Make a credit rating roll.
How do I roll that? Skills.
So yeah, go to your. Make sure you're not in edit, or maybe it does work in edit mode. I actually don't know. I think it was just because you didn't have a name before. Success. All right. I'll say.
Should I roll another one at disadvantage or?
No. I don't say it's a disadvantage. I'm gonna say it takes some time in doing, but it's you can start with having 3 of these vehicles, but
Yes.
it will take some. It will take time to get more for sure.
It's called the Duesenberg.
Duesenberg J.
It's the Duesenberg J, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's the best car around.
It's a hybrid.
It's a hybrid.
It's a 1920s hybrid. Awesome. Let's see. Anything?
So yeah, I have the Oh yeah, I need a double barrel shotgun.
Okay, a hunter. Yes.
I because I have the taxidermy may as well.
Yep.
Double barrel shotgun.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you can look it up.
20 gauge.
Double-
20 gauge would make sense, right?
Yeah.
Personally, Nikos is not a hunting person, so I don't know. Guessing.
I think that would probably be
20 gauge should
more
be
than
fine.
sufficient.
20.
Okay.
What are the stats for that?
So, yeah, actually, let's go over to combat. So you're gonna click the plus for the weapon and the weapon name, I think. Yep. Rifle, shotgun, 20 gauge. Dang, this thing's neat. It is impale. It does not get your damage bonus though.
Wait, impale? What is that?
That's like the piercing. It's the book.
Okay.
It calls it impale. So that's like if you get an extreme success, it does a lot. So the damage is 2d6 / 1d6 / 1d3. I don't know how this is gonna run that, but that's what it is in the book. Because
What does that mean?
So that's at its range. So within 10 yards, it does 2d6. Within 20 yards,
Okay.
it does 1d6. And 50 yards, which is its max, it does 1d3. Uses...
Wait, what's the best shotgun?
The best one? Okay, that's a difficult question. Let's see.
Sorry.
That's modern.
Because I think my character would have enough money to buy whatever the absolute top of the market was.
I think the 10 gauge is the best one here for the 1920s. It does 4d6 plus 2, 2d6 plus 2, 1d4.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
So 4d6
Plus 2.
plus. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's pretty nasty. And then 2d6
And then
plus
2d6.
1. And then 1d4. Okay. So, the range is 10 / 20 / 50 yards.
Gotcha.
And then
Attacks 1.
1 or 2. So that means you could take 2 shots in the round. And since it's not the parentheses, that means they're actually not at penalty die if you
Holy
take 2.
shit.
But I will say, then you have to immediately reload because it can only hold 2 shots. So that's just something. to
Yeah,
keep in
ammo
mind.
2.
Ammo 2.
What's the malfunction?
I believe it's 100, but let me make sure. Yes, it's 100.
Gotcha. Cool. That's the only weapon I need.
Perfect.
I also need a sword.
A sword, yeah, because you do have fighting sword. Let's see what would be a sword that you would use.
Like a cavalry saber,
Yeah, that would probably be applicable, right?
because I have
For the
ride.
time. Oh, sure. So that'll do. It'll use fighting sword for the weapon.
Yep.
Is it? It is not impaling.
Where?
It does.
Oh, wait. Yeah. So it's fighting skill 1. Okay, cool. So combat does not have impaling.
It's fighting sword.
Does have the damage bonus, but I don't have a damage bonus.
Okay, so it does 1d8 plus 1 for damage.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Its range is touch,
Tooch.
but it does not have like a malfunction or anything, so it should be set there.
Cool. Yeah, I'm good.
Perfect. Weapons for Gareth, you have the book though. You have a copy of it.
Yeah, I got the book.
Perfect. Then you can also see the stuff that you want. But over in combat, you can hit the plus under weapons name to add the weapon, and then fill in everything there from the tables that I think that are in the handbook. Perfect.
Oh, so the 10 gauge is also a double barrel. Okay.
Yes, it is double barrel.
Got
Let's see. Jeremy, I think the only weapon you ended up taking... Oh, you took shuriken, which is
Yes.
going to be fun. Shuriken and the brass knuckles. So...
The shurikens are question mark shaped.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Question mark shaped shuriken.
Yes.
You can actually... And you can throw 2 in a 1 round, so you can actually throw 2 of those. But...
Very good. That's good because my throw skill is let's see here, 10. Oh no, it's 20.
Okay, 20 is
much better.
good though. You know, there's a lot of room for improvement.
That's the way I look at
Yeah,
it.
so you'll maybe miss a few times and hit some of your friends, but that's fine.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Precisely.
That's my motto.
Oh, that's very good. Okay, so let's go over to combat on your sheets.
I was gonna ask
Yeah?
what my limits on weaponry is,
So that's a good question.
because I basically have camping gear and guns.
Yeah, so I think it would be if it's considered rare, you wouldn't be able to get it.
Got you.
Because I mean it's just because of your conditions in terms of wealth and whatnot.
I figured all of this was like just things that she was given beforehand.
That would make sense. So
Yeah.
like other than that, I mean you can kind of load up on stuff. I would say
Yeah, also, I could have bought you shit.
that's true. So I'd say for the purposes of starting equipment, you wouldn't have access to like the really like the rare stuff, but anything else is fair game
Okay.
for the most part.
Yeah, I won't go dumb with it.
Perfect. So first thing for Mr. Grant is going to be shuriken. Let's see. Fighting brawl,
Buy an air rifle.
handgun, rifle, firearm skill 2, firearm skill 3. Let's see what your throw is. It's 20, you said? Your throw is 20, Jeremy?
Yep.
Okay, I'll just put it in as a custom value. Oh, I can just do that. Okay, that'll be easier. Damage for shuriken is 1d3 plus half your damage bonus. Range is... What's your strength? 45? Dang, you have a far throw. And then you have a set of brass knuckles. Fighting brawl. Damage is 1d3 plus 1. Gets your damage bonus. So just to make sure I have that all set up right, I'm going to do a couple rolls on your sheet. So shuriken, that would be a failure, but that is the right value. Brass knuckle. Wait, oh, because I had it set to hard, but then I went back to regular to make sure. So the way the difficulties work in this game is like I can say if it's a very hard skill check, like I could say you need to make a hard fighting brawl roll to break free of this attack. Then you would have to roll to do that. But let me go over to your skills and see.
95.
But what?
And it's saying critical
49
failure for
versus
all of them,
75
which
is
would be
obviously
like
a crit
you have to
fail.
roll
Like,
a
what else would it
100.
be?
Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. Because in
Versus
combat, I
37.
think
Why
I
did they
set
change it to
the
37?
malfunction to 00 for some reason. I meant to say 100, not 00. So it's basically saying anything over anything over 0 that you roll is a failure, basically. So that is
okay.
my bad. But now let me make sure.
Well, how come this time it was over 37?
Well, then I rolled
it
a
was
100.
still a failure.
There we go. But it still says it's a failure. Oh, because it's a hard. Gosh dang it. Be a success. There we go. Now we're cooking with real food.
Ah,
Okay.
that'll do it.
Well, I think is everyone pretty much done then, or do you still have anything to go over with in terms of possessions? Or I think then we're all set.
As far as possessions, you mentioned like houses and stuff.
Oh yeah, so like you would probably, as a private investigator, especially one that has like a decent standing, like your credit rating is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would say you would probably have an office as well as a house or an apartment or something. But you don't need to like worry about marking that down. We can just kind of say that you have that.
Gucci.
Okay.
Because you can definitely afford it for the stuff that you have in terms of finances. But yeah.
I live in a tent down by the river.
Oh, that's very good.